Every company, they have their R&D department, research and development department. Usually those were the engineer, those were the scientists, they work under that department. And what is their main responsibility? Their main responsibility is nothing but produce new knowledge for the organization. Like think about a mobile phone company like Apple. Next year, which model they are going to launch, which software they are going to launch. Okay. So that thing basically designed or developed by their R&D department, research and development department. Same way, think about any automobile company, any car company, Ferrari, BMW. So what will be their upcoming technology, upcoming model? What are the new technology they are going to include in their car? So that thing basically done by the R&D department. That means simply the producing new knowledge for the organization. So we have to understand this fact that how we are going to store this knowledge, when, where, and how to apply this knowledge to get the maximum benefit. Okay. So in these regards, knowledge management going to help us. Okay. That's why it is important to learn what is knowledge management. So in this lecture, I'm going to give you very basic idea about the knowledge management. Like we will learn basically what is data, what is information, what is knowledge, and what is wisdom at first. Then we will discuss about different levels of knowledge, sources of knowledge, categories of knowledge, forms of knowledge, types of knowledge, who are called expert. Okay. So this kind of thing mainly we're going to discuss inside this lecture number 7. So let's start our today's discussion. So, okay. So if I draw a hierarchy, let me draw a hierarchy. You can see here we have a hierarchy. And in this hierarchy, suppose we have this pyramid, suppose we have 4 levels. The first level is data. Okay. First level is nothing but the data. You already know what is data. Data is nothing but the raw fact. Usually, it will not give you any meaning. On the other hand, what is information? Level number 7, level number 2nd. So, what is
Process of data.
when we process data, then we get the information. That means information is the refined version of the data. After that, we have knowledge. Knowledge. Okay. So what is knowledge? Knowledge is nothing but justified true belief. That means knowledge is nothing but a belief, but that belief must be justified. Okay. So like think about Newton's third law. Newton given his motion's third law, like every action has its equal and opposite reaction. So that statement must be justified. If it is not justified, then you cannot claim this one as knowledge. Or in another sense, we can say that a information with direction. Information with direction is nothing but knowledge. In this hierarchy, topmost one is the wisdom. Okay. That means when you learn where, when, where, and how to apply the knowledge. When you have this experience that when, where, and how to apply the knowledge is nothing but the wisdom. So this is the pyramid, this is the hierarchy. So you can see this knowledge is the third level. Okay. And as the title of this lecture number 7 is knowledge management, that means in this lecture, we will discuss about this knowledge. So I think it is clear to you what is data. Data is the raw fact. What is information? Information is the process data. Why we need information? So that we can take decision. I already explained what is knowledge. Knowledge is nothing but justified true belief. It is different from data and information. Knowledge is the highest level in the hierarchy, with information at the middle and data to be the lowest level. It is the richest, deepest, and most valuable of the three. Information with direction. Last point, you can see the definition of this, formal definition of this knowledge. Knowledge is nothing but any concepts, experience, insight that provide a framework for creating, evaluating, and using information. This is nothing but knowledge. And then we have the wisdom. So when you learn, basically when, where, and how to apply the knowledge is nothing but wisdom. Okay. Like think about Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba. He said that, okay, so when you learn what not to do, that is nothing but wisdom. There is a significant difference in between knowledgeable person and wise person. Knowledgeable person, they have knowledge. They know how to solve it, they know how to perform the task. But a wise person know, if we perform the task, then what will be the future consequence? What will be the future impact? That's why they know what they should do, what they shouldn't. Okay. So I think it is clear to you, isn't it? Data, information, knowledge, and wisdom. These four concepts are clear to you.
Yes, sir.
Now, as I have said, as the title of the lecture number 7 is knowledge management, definitely we're going to discuss about knowledge in this lecture number 7. So first of all, knowledge is nothing but asset for the organization. For any firm, knowledge is nothing but asset. Sorry, give me a moment. Coming back. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Actually, I'm suffering from cold and fever. That's why my voice also broken. Can you see the slide now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, knowledge is a firm's asset. Okay. Firm's asset. So, it is nothing but a intangible asset. So, in the organization, usually we have two types of asset. One is tangible asset, another one is intangible asset. Tangible asset means they have physical existence, or we can measure the value of the asset easily by using currency. On the other hand, what is intangible asset? They don't have any physical existence, or it is tough to measure their value in terms of currency. Okay, so knowledge
Sir,
is
like of NFT.
NFT or any kind of software. They are nothing but intangible asset. Okay, that is the fact. Huh? But think about tangible asset. Think about chair, table. Uh, they are nothing but the a tangible asset. But think about your brand value of your organization. Brand value. It is very important one, isn't it, for the organization? But is it easy to identify or easy to measure what is the amount or what is the value of that what value of that uh, asset? brand value? No,
No,
isn't?
sir.
So it is intangible asset. So same way, knowledge is also asset for the organization, but it fall under the category intangible asset. Okay. So knowledge basically increase, the value of the knowledge increase when we basically share it. Okay. So this is the fundamental concept about the knowledge. Now you can see in this diagram, you can see how we can execute an event by using data, information, and knowledge. So at first, we basically give data as input inside the information system. Information system process, analysis, evaluate, classified those information, those data by using knowledge, by using algorithm. Algorithm is nothing but a knowledge, okay? And then it produce information. From this information, by using this information, we can take decision. On the basis of that decision, we can execute an event. So how to use the information? For that reason, we need knowledge. Okay, we apply the knowledge. So this is the diagram. In this diagram, they are basically showing how we can execute an event by using data, information, and knowledge. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the next topic is, what is the source of knowledge? Now we will learn different sources of knowledge. So a source will include books, films, computer database, pictures, maps, flow diagram, stories, case study, or observed behavior. From different sources, you may find out knowledge. You may acquire knowledge. We can divide these sources into two categories. One is documented source, another one is undocumented source. Documented source means nothing but book, magazine, this kind of thing. An undocumented source, usually those knowledge basically reside into the human brain or human mind. So like think about someone's experience. Okay, experience. It is not written somewhere. It is available inside human mind. So this experience is nothing but what? A undocumented source of knowledge. So I think it is clear to you, isn't it? Documented source and undocumented source of knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then the next one is different levels of knowledge. You have two levels of knowledge. One is shallow level knowledge, another one is deep level knowledge. So what is shallow level knowledge? Shallow level knowledge means basic knowledge, surface level knowledge. Okay. And deep knowledge means, that means you have very good idea, very deep, vast knowledge about the specific field. Like think about MIS. Now you are learning MIS. When you will complete this course, you will get shallow level knowledge about the MIS, basic knowledge about the MIS. But when you complete your master's, PhD, postdoc, or when you work in an organization for a long time in this field of MIS, then you can gather a vast experience, vast knowledge. That is nothing but the deep knowledge. Okay. So is it clear to you what is shallow level knowledge and what is deep knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then the next one is categories of knowledge. We have different category, like five categories. Whatever the knowledge we have, we can categorize them into five category of procedural knowledge, declarative knowledge, meta knowledge, heuristic knowledge, and the structural knowledge. Now we're going to learn about them one by one. Let's see what is procedural knowledge. Procedural knowledge, from the name you can understand that procedural knowledge going to describe the procedure, describe a procedure. That means like describe how to solve a problem, provide direction on how to do something, this kind of thing, procedural knowledge. So it is going to describe a procedure. So just think like what is the process of photosynthesis? You know what is photosynthesis?
Yes, sir. Shallow translation.
And how is a tree leaf, okay, produce food for them, isn't it? So
Yes, sir.
photosynthesis or shallow translation. Okay, the knowledge of this photosynthesis is nothing but a procedural knowledge. Okay, step by step how to perform a task, procedural knowledge. Okay,
Sir, like algorithm,
like
flowchart.
algorithm, right, good. Algorithm. Okay, when we solve a problem, okay, on that time we develop algorithm. That algorithm is nothing but procedural knowledge. Procedure, step by step solution, right? Good. Then the next one is declarative knowledge. Declarative knowledge basically declares something. Okay, for this fact, this thing happened. Okay, like that. Okay, declarative knowledge. Like if I say that, what is the root cause of cancer? What is the root cause of cancer? So you may say that, okay, sir, smoking is the root cause of cancer. So there is a relationship in between smoking and cancer. So this knowledge declaring that if you do smoke, then there is a possibility of cancer. Then what is the relationship? What is the root cause of uh, what is a road accident? Okay, road accident. Uh, like drinking and drive. If you drink and if you drive, then you may face road accident, isn't it? So this kind of knowledge is nothing but the declarative knowledge. It is declaring. Okay, it is declaring. What happened? Okay. So declarative knowledge clear to you? What is declarative knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then the next one is meta knowledge. You already know what is metadata. I know you have
Yes,
idea
sir.
of metadata.
Yes, sir.
Metadata means what?
Language of language.
Metadata means like data about data, isn't it?
Data
Same
about.
like a meta knowledge means a knowledge about another knowledge. That means one knowledge going to describe another knowledge. Suppose, for an example, I would like to print 1 to 10. By using programming language, I would like to print 1 to 10. So there are number of procedure. There are number of procedure, isn't it? You can use for loop, you can use while loop, you can use do while loop, or directly you can use printf function. Then you can print the number 1 to 10. Number of procedure, you know. Procedure means procedural knowledge. For procedural knowledge, you know. Now you have to identify which procedural knowledge is the best one. For that reason, what you have to do, you have to analysis the algorithm, like big O notation. Okay, which algorithm gives basically less execution time, which algorithm basically takes less amount of memory, isn't it? So that knowledge, by using which we can evaluate other knowledge, that is nothing but the meta knowledge. ওকে, আমরা যখন ওই চারটাকে এভালুয়েট করছি আর্ট নলেজের মাধ্যমে, তখন সেই নলেজটাকে বলা হয় মেটা নলেজ। দ্যাট মিনস বাই ইউজিং হুইচ নলেজ উই ক্যান describe other knowledge. That is the fact. So second one is nothing but the meta knowledge. Is that clear to you?
স্যার, স্যার আমরা কি কেস স্টাডি কে মেটা নলেজ বলতে পারবো? বিকজ কেস স্টাডি থেকে তো আমরা অন্য একটা প্রবলেমের আইডিয়া পাবো হয়তো।
Simply which knowledge describe another knowledge. That is nothing but a meta knowledge. Usually when we do any kind of evaluation or analysis, on that time we basically apply the meta knowledge. We have number of knowledge, now we have analyzing them. So for that analysis, what knowledge we need, that is nothing but the meta knowledge. Okay. So as you are describing so analysis the case studies, so you can say it is a meta knowledge. Okay. Clear? Meta knowledge, knowledge about knowledge.
ইয়েস স্যার।
Okay. Now, heuristic knowledge. Heuristic means nothing but rules-based knowledge. It is written somewhere and it is fixed. Okay. Like think about those who are the judge. They give the judgment according to the law. In the law book, number of clause, number of sections are written. According to those laws, they basically give the judgment. Like in Bangla movie, you saw like এই আসামিকে 302 ধারা মোতাবেক ফাঁসির আদেশ দেওয়া হইলো, তাই না? এই যে দে আর সেই ক্লজ 320, 320, or 302. Okay, so this is nothing but the heuristic knowledge. Or think about our constitution, সংবিধান, constitution. Okay, so inside this constitution, number of rules are given. So this kind of knowledge are called nothing but the heuristic knowledge. They are nothing but the rules-based knowledge. And to gather this knowledge, you have to memorize them. Okay. And the last one is nothing but structural knowledge. A structural knowledge mainly describe humans' mental model, okay, which basically recite human mind. Like usually what happens when we face any problem, we develop a framework inside our brain to solve that problem, isn't it? This is a human nature, basic human nature. Whenever we face any difficulty, automatically we develop a model inside the brain so that we can overcome the problem. For an example, think like you are maybe a you would like to go from maybe IUPT to Dhanmondi, IUPT to Dhanmondi. So now automatically inside your brain you are developing a model. You already develop a model. Okay, how you're going to go from IB to Dhanmondi? At first, you have to go the main road in front of the IUBAT. Then you have to search which bus basically going towards Dhanmondi. Next step, you have to get into the bus. Then, when the bus reach at Dhanmondi, you have to get down from the bus, isn't it? So automatically you develop a framework. All right. Or those who don't have any idea, they may think that okay, so I'm going to take my mobile phone, then I'm going to open the Google Map apps, then I'm going to search IBT Dhanmondi, then I'm going to see the route, and then I'm going to follow that route, isn't it? So in this way, we develop a model inside our brain. So that model, mental model, is nothing but the a structural knowledge. Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Please tell me.
স্ট্রাকচারাল নলেজ কি আমরা ইথিক্স, হিউম্যান ইথিক্স বা আনইথিক্যাল থিং এগুলো কি ধরতে পারবো? বিকজ
It is
আমাদের
not
মাইন্ডে তো আগে
actually,
থেকে
it is not actually ethics. Ethics is something different, basically. Ethics means it is the choice of right and wrong. It is a choice of right and wrong. Okay. Boundary
ওকে
in
স্যার।
between right and wrong. But structural knowledge means it is going to describe a structure. Structure means mental models structure. Okay. It basically refer whenever we basically face any problem as human being, we develop a model inside the brain. That model is nothing but a structural knowledge. Okay, our experience, our insight, our thought, these things basically fall under this category. What the point?
ইয়েস স্যার।
Our decisive judgment power, this kind of thing actually. Okay, now we are going to learn about different forms of knowledge. Already we learned different sources of knowledge. We learn different categories of knowledge. We learn different levels of knowledge. Now we are learning different forms of knowledge. So let's see. What is the first one? Tacit knowledge and explicit knowledge. So what is tacit knowledge and what is explicit knowledge? A explicit knowledge and tacit knowledge, they have significant difference. So tacit means which knowledge reside human mind. That means they are not available in the written format. Think about your experience. Your experience is nothing but a knowledge, but it is not written anywhere. It is available inside your brain. That's why it is called tacit knowledge. Your insight, অন্তর্দৃষ্টি, tacit knowledge. Your forecasting, durodrishti, tacit knowledge. Okay. Intuition, henses, I mean your gazing power, it is tacit knowledge. On the other hand, explicit means somewhere it is written in the form of words, in the form of number. Think about you're reading a book. Inside the book, what knowledge we have, that is nothing but the explicit knowledge. That means it somewhere it is written. Somewhere this knowledge is written. Am I clear to you? What is the difference in between tacit and explicit knowledge?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now we can convert tacit knowledge to explicit or explicit to tacit. Like how? Suppose you are reading a book. By reading that book, you may have some feelings. So in this case, we are converting explicit knowledge to tacit knowledge. On the other hand, suppose you visit a area, you give a tour, you achieve some experience. Now you write down an article about your experience. In this case, we are converting tacit to explicit. So this is the first form, tacit and explicit knowledge. All right. Then next one is general and specific knowledge. We already know what is general knowledge. In short, it is called GK. So general knowledge, they are easily accessible. They are not expensive, and anyone can gather this knowledge. Like think
Sir,
about what is the capital of Dhaka.
sir,
This is nothing but a general knowledge. Any question?
sir, actually, my PC has not any charge. That's why, can I join with my phone? If I join,
Uh,
then please accept me, sir.
uh, I already disabled the waiting room, so you can
Oh,
join
okay, sir.
anytime.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, all right. So a general knowledge anyone can access, as I have said, it is not expensive. Anyone can access. It is available so for anyone. So the example I have given, think about your a, uh, think about what is the capital of Dhaka city. It is general knowledge. Anyone can understand what is this. And by reading, by spending maybe a few money, you can purchase a book and you can learn. Okay, capital of other countries as well, isn't it? So this is nothing but general knowledge, easy to access and not expensive. On the other hand, specific knowledge, they are expensive, and only those who are the expert on that specific field, they will get that knowledge. They will understand that knowledge. Suppose you are working in the field of artificial intelligence and you write down a paper on that specific field. Now, those who have idea about artificial intelligence, they can understand your paper. They can understand your new findings, your knowledge. And maybe you may publish this article in a journal. Okay. If you want, if other wants to read that journal, they need to take the subscription fee, isn't it? They need to give the subscription fee. So this knowledge is not free to everyone, okay, and not even easily understandable by everyone. Those who are the expert, they basically use this knowledge. So this is nothing but specific knowledge. So am I clear to you? What is specific knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here they mention one word, one term, that is idiosyncratic or idiosyncratic. So particular way of thinking. It is basically related with the specific knowledge. Okay. It is something new knowledge. Okay. Developed by a researcher. Okay. That is the fact. Okay. Then the next one is technically specific and contextually specific. Now we will learn technically specific knowledge and contextually specific knowledge. So technically specific knowledge means very deep knowledge about a specific area. Suppose think about yourself. You are going to be a computer engineer. That means you have technically specific knowledge about computer, deep knowledge about the computer. On the other hand, what is contextually specific knowledge? That means which knowledge vary person to person, time to time, situation to situation. Suppose a manager, HR manager, wants to motivate his employee. Now, the motivation factor for all the employees are same? Definitely not, isn't it? Some of them will be motivated if you give them more salary. Some of them will be motivated if you give them rank or the position. Some of them will be motivated if you give them transportation. Some of them, some of their demand is maybe accommodation, isn't it? In this case, motivation factor vary time to time, person to person. So it is contextually specific knowledge. So technically specific means in a specific area, when you have very deep knowledge, there is nothing but technically specific knowledge. But contextually specific knowledge, it basically vary person to person, time to time, or situation to situation. So am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Right. All right. So guys, that's all about our today's discussion. The rest of the part, inshallah, we will finish in our next class. Okay. So today, whatever the topic we have discussed, do you have any question regarding them? Mainly, we discuss about